So I spoke too soon about printing off the last parts. I thought these were them, but I do have to run off these little joiners as well. That won't take long. One other piece I did want to show you, because I'm hanging Voyager from the ceiling, I don't need a stand, but this model, if you so decide, does come with a nice base that you can put it on, and that piece there goes into the bottom of the Voyager to hold it up. So I loaded it into the paint package and just did a quick bit of artwork on there to kind of show you what you can do if you don't want to ceiling mount them. I think that looks pretty good. But right, so let me quickly run these off. These pieces just go inside and join the sections together. They fit tight enough where you just use your hand and compress it, and that locks them in. So shouldn't take me long, and then I can get down to joining the pieces. Tuesday morning and nearly there. So last big piece, still got an hour and 17 minutes to go, but we're just about done. Then I discovered that there was a couple of fiddly bits that I was missing, so I've had my smaller printer running these off. So here's one part that's going to go into the upper front hull section. I've got some pieces for the side as well I need to print, so while that thing finishes its hour's work, I'm going to quickly run off these other pieces. Right, so popped one piece in here. That just fell straight into the groove. These are going to need these letterings on them. So orientation for this is, that's the rear part, and they'll actually be upside down on the ship. And looking at the schematics, these fit in that way and just push into place. So apply a bit of pressure and those are going to be done. That was easy. And then I'll have to go and check the drawing again. These need to go onto the ends, but I need to find out which way up those face, so bear with me. Okay, so that's looking very nice. They just push in. Now, one nice little option, if I want to go that far, and of course I can always pull them out again, they'll just pop out. Either using glow-in-the-dark blue would perhaps be nice, or translucent. And of course you could even light it from the other side if you did that, but for now, just a normal PLA blue. But yeah, you could see though how not having to paint anything gets you nice sharp lines. So yeah, quite happy with them. So that's basically the nacelles done. These pins, when it fits to the hull, need to go through the hull and then through these, and then that will allow them to actually move up and down. But they feel a bit tight, so I might have to redo these at a slightly smaller scale, like 98%, just to allow them to slide in. We'll see. Right, bit of rummaging around. So here's the piece to slot in there, and then two name decals I'll pop into those holes. This part of the main deflector, there's a larger piece that goes around it, so the larger piece will go in there, and then this piece will pop inside that. Alright, let me see if I can get these in. Okay, so that's these pieces in place. So, yeah, not bad. Right, let's go and see what I can grab next. That last big section is finished. There it is on the bed. So I'll have to take that off and clean up the brims. Over here, got part of the that ain't coming off easy either. Deflector array. I'll get that off and go and get some of the smaller parts printing, so I can get this final thing assembled. Alright, so there's my connectors off. So let me get the hull assembled, and one more detailed piece as well. I'll get a razor and pull that. So, just a few more bits to run off and we should have everything. Alright, so I've now got all the parts completed. So looking at the rear section here, I made some smaller pins that'll go in here easier. The other one's way too tight. So what will happen is the nacelles will go into those gaps, and then the pins come in from either side. That'll hold the nacelle in place, but still allow it to tilt and swivel as necessary. So I'll take care of that shortly. And then this piece needs to join to that. And what there is a couple of holes underneath. Two of these blocks will go into there. I'll flip over, and you just basically press the pieces together. They'll hold. And then you've got the ends of it, which would look like that. Once it's together, and that will go into the end of those two pieces once they're joined together in a similar fashion. So, and then moving on to the lower saucer section. So there's the deflector dish. That's two pieces. One goes into the other, and then that will slide into that gap. We've got these orange parts here which will fit into this groove, just like on the upper section, and these will slot into these slots, and there's two of them. A couple of decals here and here, and they will go into the slots on the side. One there, and there's these thruster pieces for them, and they'll go into those corners. I'll wait until the two halves have been put together before I do that. Moving then on to the top section, so the last couple of pieces that need to be finished, that will drop in there. The secondary deflector, that goes into that gap there. And I finished this little piece here that will go into there. And I'll need to push on that down hard to get it in. There we go. Whew. So, yeah. Tight tolerances on these, but of course you don't need to use glue then. You just push them in and they're in place. Right, so let me get on to putting these pieces together, and let's see how this thing starts to take shape. Right, nearly there. So got these pieces together. So now it's a case of joining the hull up to the rear engine section and jamming that in there nice and tight. So once again, going to need both hands for that, so let me get on with it. Okay, everything clipped together. It says nacelles will move on their own. straighten them out. There we go. So, some nice detail on this. So, it's hard to hold it and show it to you, but yeah, look at the detail. Let me go and stick the camera somewhere where I can see what I'm doing. And put this in. So, as you can see, quite a good size. So I'm going to put that up with the others on the ceiling. So, yeah, really like that one. That's an interesting technique to do it all with no painting required. Yeah, it's come out quite interesting. So I'm going to get some hooks, and then you can join the rest of the fleet up there, and then I can decide which one to go for next. Right, well, I hope you enjoyed following that, and yeah, I think once I get it hanging, I'll take a quick video of that, add it to the end of this, and then upload it. Right, so managed to find a hook, managed to find some fishing wire, and there's the Voyager up there with a couple of Enterprises and the Defiant. So, anyway, that's looking pretty nice. Got a big old ship, that one. So what's next? Another Enterprise, the E perhaps? Anyway, I hope you enjoyed following the build, and I hope it gives you some thought in if you want to try and tackle a model like this without painting. It's certainly different. Okay, good night all.